can't fight for you. I put on my shoes, I put on my clothes like everyone in here. I have good days, I have bad days.
And go on and then go on. And this last 2 or 3 or 4 repetitions, that's what makes actually the muscle then grow. And that divides then one from a champion and one from not being a champion. If you can go through this pain barrier, you make it to be a champion. If you can't go through, forget it. And that's where most people lack, is on this, having the guts to go in and just say, I go through and I don't care what happens. You know, it aches, and if I fall down, I have no fear of fainting in the gym, because I know it could happen. I threw up many times while I was working out, but it doesn't matter, because it's all worth it.
Because they want to become legends. It was written in the history books for all of us to be here today.
But if you want to begin to move into your own personal greatness, if you want to begin to really enjoy a happy, successful, healthy life, you've got to be willing to go against the tide. You've got to be willing to harness your will and say, in spite of this, I'm in control here.
You don't truly appreciate relaxation unless you've worked hard. And that is the yin and the yang of life. I think what you should try to do is try to earn comfort. And if you can get a day off where you've worked hard and you've accomplished goals, that day off would be so sweet.
I think you have to feel quite compelled to do it, and have a fairly high pain threshold. The actual path is going to be some sort of zigzaggy thing in that direction. And try not to deviate too far from the path that you want to be on, but you're going to have to do that to some degree.
That difficulty is an opportunity to get stronger, to develop character, to gain new competence. Anybody can give up. Anybody can let it overwhelm you, but you know what that's doing? Wasting your pain. That pain is not there to stop you, it's there to prepare you, to increase you, to develop you. What we do in our times of pain. Pain will change us. Heartache, loss, disappointment, not defeated, giving up on your dreams, or you can come out with a new passion, a new fire, excited about the new opportunities in front of you. All of us experience pain. My challenge, don't just go through it, grow through it. Get through it, but you will be different. Now, how the pain changes you is up to you.
The more authentic and honest you are in your interaction with the world, both professionally and personally, the better you will be placed to do the kind of work which will touch others and move their hearts and minds. Because if you mean it, the chances are it's going to mean something to somebody else.
And if you can't enjoy the journey, which means the step you're taking at this moment, is really the most important thing. Yes, of course you know you're going that way, but this step is still to be enjoyed, because that's ultimately your whole life consists of the step you're taking at this moment. There is never anything else.
Be that fulfillment. Notice when I started noticing that fulfillment of it, I just finished. Well, that's enough. That's it. I don't know if I don't know if it's even coming out.
Enjoy the journey, not the destination. A lot of us delay our happiness. When I get to this level, when I get my degree, when I get the kids, when I get married, I'm going to be happy. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy the whole step, the whole process. Every day that you get up to strive for whatever it is you're after. You know I'm a goal-oriented guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you don't celebrate when you get to the finish line. Celebrate all along the way. Celebrate all along the way.
I'm not going to let this get me down. I'm not going to let this destroy me. I'm coming back, and I'll be stronger and better because of it. You have got to make a declaration.
But I've been working out consistently since I was 14 years old.
Right.
And I'm 44. I've 30 years of hardcore 2-hour workout. 30 years.
Yeah.
So it doesn't happen overnight.
Nope.
You just have to enjoy the process. Learn to enjoy it, because I'm sure there was a point where you started to enjoy losing 113 pounds.
Yep.
And that's the only way you're gonna keep going.
For me, inspiration is a journey. It is not a destination, okay? It is a motivated, internally motivated process. It's not this glamorous thing. It is mundane. I find inspiration on blank pages. I found inspiration, in my habits, okay? Moments of quiet, the intimacy on a heavy bag, alone, sweating. If it's me and a kettlebell, or me taking a walk and just breathing in, okay? Literally breathing in. Something that just because you arrive at the gates of success, that somehow as a new experience, it's different than when you were not successful. It is exactly the same.
I remember after losing the 100 meters, someone said to me that, "You're saying don't worry, Muhammad Ali lost his last fight also, so don't be stressed about that." And for me, I've proven myself year in, year out throughout my whole career, and I don't think one championship or one race, or the fact that I didn't end my last race, is going to change the fact of what I've done in the sport. I've seen too many people retire and come back into the sport just to really make it worse or to shame themselves. So I personally feel now I won't be one of those persons to come back. I've proven to the world that you can do it. You can be the great without doping. So hopefully the younger athletes can look at me and see. And that's one of the things that I want to help also if I get a chance to be around athletics, to preach to the younger kids from a younger age and explain to them the work and what I've been through. Thanks for being a part of this and watching my journey and helping me to build and so on and so forth. So I just want to thank you guys. I really appreciate that.
I can do 18, 22 hours a day easily. Just keep banging on. To thrive in whatever you do, please understand your terrain. Know what your target is. Don't guess it. Be as clued up as the next man, because that's your petrol. That's your fuel to get you moving. If you don't know where you're going, what your targets are, you're never going to get there, period. I'm not afraid to fail. I'm not afraid to fall over, make a mistake. That oftentimes cripples people on the onset of getting into anything. I'm not afraid of that feeling. It actually propels me and works quite the opposite. Work hard, sleep less.
Just imagine myself collecting awards. Just imagine myself, getting big parts. Imagine myself working with the greatest actors. My imagination is in my life. Yeah, I see myself driving that car one day, and I get that. You know what I mean? That's part of my inner magic, is that actually, if I can see myself doing it, I could probably do it.
Just keep banging on. Keep your head down. Like when I swim, I've got 25 laps, guaranteed if I look up and start counting those laps, I'm petered out by 15. If I put my head down and keep working away and work at technique, work at internal rhythm, work at, I hit that length, I don't even know what length I'm on, guarantee you I'll look up and it'll be 20 and 2 more, 3 more to go. And that's a very simple device, but I think people find themselves incrementally checking how far they've got. And that, when you compare it to anybody else or whatever, it's just it's a recipe for disaster. Just keep banging on. Achievement is inspirational to me, doing it. Someone that on Monday didn't know how to do this and by Friday can do it. That is an inspiration to me.
I've always worked hard, you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not afraid of failing either. You know what I'm saying? Like I've thought that so many times that this is it. I'm never going to work again, and it just kept going. I've just never stopped working, you know what I'm saying? I mean, even when, you know, I had 4 years of not actually booking jobs, I was out on the streets trying to get a job.
Work hard, sleep less.
People talk about aiming for the skies. Sometimes even aiming for the skies is intimidating. Just don't give yourself boundaries. I mean, lose the boundaries, lose the conformity, and just go for it.
I used to hustle these streets, thinking about, you know, one day I'm going to be on in New York, and New York was that, you know, sort of big pinnacle mountain, and here I am.
What will you begin?
If you don't know, now you know. It's true. Your friends, family, and loved ones will be the first ones to try and talk you out of greatness. When you're ready to do something and try something new, that's out of your comfort zone, that's out of your norm. It's always the one you're dating, the one you're married to, the one that's in your family, your friends in your immediate circle, that will always try and talk you out of doing something special and significant. Without having fear and rejection, without having fear of the word no, do you know how many people have had visions, ideas, and huge career moves that they were about to make, and they allowed the word no to stop them from changing the landscape of their life and their family lives? So many people are afraid of rejection and the word no. It is the saddest shit I've ever witnessed in my life. Boldly walk into the room with your head held up high. And if they don't get it, laugh about it. Don't disown your ideas because they're disowning your ideas. Don't lose confidence in your ideas because they don't have confidence in your ideas. Keep the faith. Don't be afraid to walk into the unfamiliar. Don't be afraid to do what's deep inside of you to do.
It's this time now, so we must readjust our comfort zone. See, now it's time to go to a different thought process. But the goals remains a goal until you write it on a piece of paper. Then it becomes a vision. What is the vision? Because the only reason I'm here, the only reason we're here today is because of our yesterday. Everything I've been through has defined who I am right now. So what's the goal? What's the vision? Before anything great is really achieved, your comfort zone must be disturbed. It's the only way it works. It's the only way it works. If we don't understand what we must take back, we will never grow.
And one of the most important things that I've learned along the way is the value of time.
So it's understanding what your skill set is, finding the right place to use those skills, and then going for it.
What kind of a story can you tell in 1 minute?
That ability to get myself up in the morning, no matter how tired I was, to push myself through those pain barriers.
You know, hard work pays.
Continually find more ways to use our time while trying to find more ways to save it.
You know, I have the saying, work like someone's trying to take it all away from you.
You see, you can't actually save time. You can just find different ways to spend it. So when you say you don't have time to do something, you're really saying that you're using your time for other things. One cool thing about time is that it continues on at the same pace, despite how busy we get.